Hey everyone, welcome to a random video. This is takt OP, and this game is dying. This game is dead. In a month or so, this game will reach end of service. But I thought, make a video, preserve the account history. I will take screenshots, in the last week or so about this account. But just making a video, giving my thoughts on why this game probably died. Like I can see the reasons, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it for the first time. This game was very very niche, like only a few people knew about it, even though I saw many comments on Play Store. But still, I think I think few people only knew about it because there wasn't any art, there wasn't any promotion. I mean, people barely knew about the game. And yep, so let's just enter it. If you hear some other music, like Genshin music or such, then just know that it got copyrighted. I can't control. I mean, this game utilizes classical music, so like their own versions of classical music. So I have no idea how the copyright system applies on that. Maybe it won't because those are public pieces, but still whatever. Also, this game. I mean, if you've seen takt OP, like I think the anime came out in 2020 or 2021, something around that time. When COVID was at its peak. And I just saw it for fun because I was just getting into anime and I just saw random stuff back then. And this one caught my eye. Like the art was good, the concept was there, like utilizing music to defeat enemies, monsters or whatever they wanted. And it was a world without music. So I mean, music plays such a pivotal role in everyone's life. Like without music, life is dull. So yeah, the concept was there. And I heard that, after the anime ended, I heard that they were going to continue the story in a video game. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. And back then, I think the video game was out in 2022 February or so. I don't remember the exact date, but it was something around that, early 2022. And then I completely forgot about it. And we're here now, like, end of service. So the history of this game is like, one day I picked up my Play Store and looked at it, and I just saw takt OP, and I was like, I've heard about this game, right? So I downloaded it, and turns out I did remember it. But still, like the initial gameplay, like I downloaded it out of affection, out of love for the franchise. Like I remember the anime that I saw, and even though the story wasn't mind blowing or anything, I like the characters there. I liked, Cosset and Anna and Titan and whoever was there else. And I remember that the protagonist over there was, arrogant and rude. And I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but the protagonist was like different compared to what we got in the game. And that's one of the reasons why, I'm just spitballing, but that's one of the reasons why I think people did not enjoy this game or stick with it, because, they just completely did a 180 on the entire prequel that they built up. So this game was basically, I'm gonna be blunt. It was a harem simulator. Like every character is female. So there's one thing. Like you can just imagine that every character is female and you're a male guy. So yeah, there's one thing. However, the early stages of the game, like it was rough. It was very rough. The story wasn't properly paced. Like you have this UI that I'm showing right now. It wasn't like that before. It wasn't. It was so messed up, and there was no consistency. There was no coherency between any of these stages. And some stages were so difficult, some stages were damn easy, and it just made no sense. Also, in the past, you didn't have auto clear. So like right now, I have auto clear, but in the past you didn't have that. So that was also one of the other major reasons. I mean, it's 2024, and it's 2023 when this game out. So when it's 2023 and you don't have an autocomplete system in a turn-based game, it's kind of a turn off. And people are only going to stick with you if you have a decent fan base, like FGO, because they can get away with anything. I mean, literally, they can have no quality of life updates for 2 years straight, but then they release another Artoria face and you'll be seeing me going head over heels for her. So like yeah, that's the FGO world. Or you can have Arc Knight, so you don't have auto clears, but auto deploy is there, so you just have to consistently see your operators on a repeat, on a cycle, getting stuff done. So it's there. But this game actually took everything, whatever other games lack, and implemented it. But I feel it was too little too late, kind of thing. Like, in the first 2 months there was absolutely nothing in this game. Like, absolutely nothing. Even the stories didn't release that fast, and the game didn't start like this. Like, you did not have this UI. The UI was like, when you opened up the game, you were in this chibi open world scenario, and then from there you had to navigate everywhere. So I don't know, it just wanted to be like Star Rail, I think. Like, you had this type of thing when you opened up the game initially. So that took an insane amount of processing power as well. This game lags. This game lags as hell. And optimization issues shouldn't be there, because we live in a world where Hoyoverse makes games, and those Hoyoverse games, like Star Rail, Genshin is an open world, and it runs on a mobile phone, and it has less lag than this game. So, like, imagine that. So I mean, yeah, you can see the dots, right? You can see the dots connecting as to why this game failed. There was mini games, like, the candy gacha that I did. There was a soft drink business where you make soft drinks, like, you make your juice and all to bond with your characters. Basically, it's like in FGO and Arknights, you have to utilize those operators continuously to bond with them. In Star Rail, there's no system of bond, so like once you get them, it's done. Like, I don't know why Star Rail has no bond system, but yeah, Genshin has the friendship one, so it still works. But this tea time business was here. Like, you have these stages. So first is first encounter, then you slowly grow up, adore, and when you reach the last one, you can actually see why I called it a harem game first, because it's love forever. I mean, like, all these characters, they just fall head over heels for you for some unknown reason. I don't know why, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, I like characters that praise me. FGO has a really good business plan, but then in FGO you have certain characters that absolutely despise you, like Oberon. He hates your guts. And in this game you have mysterious characters like the one that I have here, Enigma. She's like, I think, the most mysterious character in the game, because she doesn't outrightly reveal her feelings or whatever. So yep, and I like her design, so yeah. But apart from that, this game was not it. The event system, like, let's talk about the events and all. I mean, I can go on day in, day out, as to why this game suffers. So you have this event, alright? Now, in this event, usually in turn-based games, like when you have a screen, you have the tendency to like scroll through the maps, right? So like, I'm, scrolling, but the map doesn't move. And this was an issue since the beginning of the game. So I have no idea as to why this was implemented, and I don't know why they didn't have a fix for this, because it's absolutely annoying. Like, if I want to go here, usually in other games, like, other turn-based games, you should usually just tap over here and then you'll pop over there, especially if you've completed it. Like, I can understand if it's a locked node, you can't go there, but if it's unlocked, you can obviously have to go there. But nope, they have a 2-tap, 3-tap business or whatever they want, and it's just annoying, man. It's annoying. You have these fights over here which have multiple nodes, but they aren't like, scattered. So it's like you complete one node and then there's 3 nodes after that. I don't know. The game was generous though, that I'll say. Like, good gacha currency wise, this game was generous as hell. I have actually all the characters in the game right now except 3. 2 standard and 1 limited. So like, yeah, that's how generous this game was. And I didn't buy anything. Like, nope, I wasn't tempted at all. I wanted a game that, pure F2P, just for fun. I actually keep one of these kind of games on my account, on my phone. Like, before this, I had Arknights. Before Arknights, I had Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading. So when that reached end of service, I downloaded Arknights. It took me a good 6 to 7 months to get used to everything in that game. But now that game is one of my favorite gacha games right now. I'll have a video up soon about that, but that's a different topic. In this one, initially the game started off well. Like, I had high hopes, like if they'd improve stuff and all, but they just didn't. And I don't know why they didn't do it, because you have these fabulous artworks. Like, look at this gorgeous artworks of these characters. These arts are amazing. You have these amazing light cones, as you would say, or CEs or whatever. Then you have this artifact system. I think this one was overly complicated. Like, they shouldn't have implemented an artifact system. I feel many people copy Star Rail and Genshin these days, and I don't know why, but I need to reiterate this fact that artifacts aren't good, especially in turn-based games. Like, they aren't good in turn-based games. You have skill levels. Help me get materials for skill levels. I'll take a skill to level 1 to 10 or 1 to 7 if it's Arknights, add modules, add upgrades or whatever, but do not put artifacts. Artifacts suck, especially when you have substats and main stats. And I don't know why people introduce artifacts at all. It's just to increase the playtime, I know, but I know why they introduce it, but still it sucks. And then you have this contract business where, you have these voiceovers, your friendship levels, and you have a basic introduction on them. She's one of my favorite characters though. And then you have these artworks, like, they have different animations when they're on different arts. Like, they look at you cutely or sternly or whatever. But yeah, some characters were actually pretty good. Like, I'll give Pavane, she's actually amazing. Winter was pretty damn good as well. Cosette, obviously. I mean, people literally downloaded this game probably to just experience this. So yeah, I got both of them. Pretty lucky. Then she's actually pretty good. This one, Sherzade, is one of my favorites. Like, she's really strong. Tannhauser is amazing. This one we got for free. She was a Valentine music art that was supposed to come out with a Valentine event, but you know how that went. So yeah, we got it for free. The game gave out everything. Her what should I say? Signature light cone or memory, as you call it, and then you got her all the range skills. So you can take her to 5-star. Other characters don't get this. So, like, normal 3-star characters are stuck to range 3, so you need to roll copies of them to get to range 5, which works, which doesn't work, I don't know. But I'm not particularly fond of this system, but still, it was good. Moving on, you have a battle pass system, because obviously battle pass, I'll do this later. And after this, you had events going on. You had an expedition system, which is basically simulated universe. Like, I'll show you a few parts of it, but honestly, this expedition system, initially it was fun. Not gonna lie, initially I read through everything that they had, but later on, like, because this game lacks a skip button, another thing that they took from Hoyoverse games, which is kind of sad, honestly, because, especially Star Rail and Genshin, some quests deserve a skip button. Especially those daily commissions where you have to talk to someone. Like, I don't want to talk to that Elon Musk for the 300th time or so. But yeah, I'm not gonna switch. It had automatic fights as well. So, like, you can see the quality of life in this game, but then the implementation, the optimization on mobiles, and initially it was very rough. The game was absolutely rough. It didn't load at times. The update speeds were horrendous. Like, I have a 150 or 200 Mbps internet speed at home, and still it wouldn't download. It took me about an hour and a half to download around 300 MB or so. So, like, the servers were bad, downright bad. And I don't know, man, it just, even now it still stutters sometimes, like, when you play for a long time, and it gets just stagnant. Alright, so you have these, 3 skills that you have. Every character has 3 skills, and then you have this ultimate, and then you have this contract system where if you've unlocked like a good amount of bond with them, if you bonded with them pretty well, so you can have contracts which basically enhance their abilities depending on their class. So I'm just gonna use her special move. Animations were nice, like, it was pretty cute because of the chibi style. The lighting was flashy and everything. It just like showed power, but still, not really a huge fan. I mean, I think after December or so, I was just playing it for the sake of it. Like, because I had an account and I had to maintain it. So I was just opening it, but usually I wasn't particularly fond of the game. Like, it became more of a chore. So when the end of service tweet came out, I was like, good. This is good. Like, this game wasn't going anywhere. And at first it hurt, kind of, but still, I mean, you understand the rules, right? You understand. You can see when a game is dying. So, like, you see, you don't have skip buttons, so you have to, I mean, I don't want to read anything, so I have to put it on 2x speed and they just do random stuff. And then you have this RNG based system where you either get buffs or debuffs, and it's just simulated universe, but terrible, but absolutely terrible. And oh yeah, you can't scroll over here as well. So you're stuck. You can't see how far you are from the next point or go back to something to, change a decision or something. And it was, man, this game, it's actually pretty. I mean, I don't know how it survived this long, but it survived still. It still survived as far as it could. Okay, what was this? Whatever. So you had weekly missions as well, and I don't know, man. You can change the background though. That's nice. I actually like this update, where they could change the background. The good things about this game was that it introduced you to, what should I say, classical music. Like, you have these, so every character is named after music. So like, Air on G string is apparently some music. This is also apparently some music. Canon is a music, and Elise and all. Man, they're all based on certain soundtracks, certain pieces of classical music, and that's good because it introduced people, especially the younger generation, to forms of music that they probably haven't heard or have heard but don't recognize. Like, I've heard her tune many times since I was a child, but I never knew what was it. I never knew what was it until I played this game. Then I found out, okay, she is, well, I still don't know the name, but yeah, I can figure it out. Like, it's something with Elise and such, so I'll just search about it. Then her tune, Valkyrie. This one also, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard it at some point in their life, but nobody knows where they've heard it. So yeah, we can see it introduced you to a ton of music. Now coming to the gacha, because I'm going to keep this short. I just want to finish my roles that they've given out, free pulls they've given out. So I'm just going to end it over here, doing free pulls and such, wasting everything that I have, and then probably going to be a one and final video for this. So yeah, they'll added all the limited, like, these were limited characters, so they added all the limited characters to the standard banner. And the gacha had a 50-50 rate. So like, when you win on unlimited battles I'm talking about, so when you lose 50-50, you get a guarantee. It's basically the Genshin Impact Star Rail system. So another thing that they took from Hoyoverse, basically. So you can see like how much they took from Hoyoverse games and wanted the Hoyoverse success. And I don't know if other people saw this or not, but I play a ton of, like, I don't know, I mean, if is 5 gacha games good, but yeah, I play a lot compared to my standards, and I could see the similarities. Like, nothing stood out from this game apart from, the music and the character design. Even the stories were pretty short. The events were lackluster. Like, they had good artwork, but still the events felt lackluster. Grinding was always an issue, and with the artifacts and all, it was a headache. Like, for half of the characters, I didn't even bother farming them. I just put on something that I got from, daily stuff. So Yeah, that was the problem. That was the problem with this game, and I think that's why many people didn't stick with it. Because honestly, I was also thinking of leaving this game soon because I want to spend more time on Star Rail, on Genshin, on Arc Knights. Basically, I have tons of event stories over there I haven't read till now, and I want to read it because I just read Dorothy's Vision, and before that I read Lone Trail and the Ex Vidoria event and all, and those were absolutely amazing. Those were absolutely top tier stories. So I want to invest more time in those games. So this game was actually taking some part of it. And after this, I want to play some AAA titles as well, Assassin's Creed Valhalla and such. Because I have tons of AAA games pending on my library, like Bioshock Infinite, Bioshock 2, Legends of Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. I don't know, there is tons of games. So Gacha takes tons of your time. In some part of my heart, I'm actually kind of glad that this game is ending. But let's see. So we're gonna do pulls over here. The soft pity system kicks in after 45 pulls, if I'm not mistaken. What was it? Yeah, 45 pulls. Soft pity kicks in, and the rates were good. Like if you can see that I got tons of characters. So yeah. What I'm aiming for over here are mostly the characters that I don't have, so like Destiny Christmas I don't have, and then I don't have Earthling, and who's the last one? Queen of Sheba. Yeah. These are the only three characters I don't have. Rest I own every one of them, and I wouldn't mind, chances for 4 stars and 5 stars. Not 4 stars, 2 stars and 1 stars, because you get an increased range for them, so I can convert them to 5-star characters. So let's begin. And if I get a 5-star duplicate, it's good enough because I'm buffing them up as well. Now let's see. This one was the memory system. I don't pull on this. It sucks. As I said before, artifacts and memories, they didn't make a difference in this game. On higher levels, on player-based events like this current event that we're having, which is PvP actually. Like it's PvP. You can see players had gaining top position, and after I saw certain scores I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna get this. So yeah, I just stopped caring about it. So let's do some gacha. Gonna waste a good amount of pulls. Like I have, how much did I say, 200 plus pulls. One multi costs 1500 jades. So like you can see, right, the Hoyoverse similarity. So one pull costs 150 jades. You got 60 jades every day, 60 crystals. Yeah. I'm stopping with the Hoyoverse similarities. So we're gonna do multis over here, and let's see how much we can get. So let's go. I can show you the animation as well. There's a piano, and there wasn't much identification of when you got a 3-star character, like the highest rating, and when you didn't. The only the confirmation that you get is when you see this ball flip, and it's a blue light that guarantees that you've gotten something, some 5-star, some 3-star, some highest rating character. Otherwise it's nothing. So you can see this is the animation, and this is the final screen. The artwork, as I said, the artwork was pretty good, and I believe they had some really good artists for it, but I don't know, they just butchered the game, man. So let's just finish all my rolls over here. Probably gonna do some more rolls off recording after they give some more, because I know they're gonna keep on giving all the players basically free rolls until the end of service arrives, and that's on 9th April. Also, yeah, you won't see this game on your Play Store or iOS anywhere because they actually shut this game down. Like, you can't buy stuff anymore. They've actually taken down the shop and all. So yeah, you can't buy any crystals. Before, the prices were similar to Genshin Impact, like similar prices. So that was that. I was waiting for a 3-star animation to show you. After that, I'm just gonna do blind skips. So we're just gonna see what comes. Okay, that's nothing. What? Oh no! Oh no! I rolled on the wrong one. Oh no! Well, that's 10 down. Yeah, whatever. I'll read soft pretty over there as well. I'll do something. If I get all the characters from this standard banner, it's good enough. Like then I can, spend all my stuff over there. But for now, I just don't care. And look at this, how they're baiting you into pulling for this one first. Usually it was on the last side, but then they just switched it up. They're baiting you guys. These devils are insane. But okay, who cares? Otherwise, let's talk about life. Yeah, don't do gacha, kids. Gacha is bad. Alright, yeah, here you see that animation, and this guarantees that you got someone, like a high top tier character. So we're gonna just, go slowly. Let's see who we got. Alright, great. Duplicate. Alright, that's fine. I haven't got a double on this. Maybe I did, I don't remember, but still. So yeah, that's how all the animations happen. Now we're gonna do some blind skips because I'm gonna waste everything over here. Also, yeah, pity carried over, so that was good. Okay, 16. Also, the other thing that I liked was that they showed a pity counter, like you're 16 out of 75, so you have a pity counter there. And I feel more games should have this feature. Oh, okay, look, see? Below pity. It's the recording luck, telling you. But yeah, I feel most games should have the feature of showing your pity, especially Arknights, because in Arknights it's hell. Like, you have to keep a mental calculation of everything. Okay, Winter. Nice. Nice. I'm never gonna get the permanents, right? I'm never gonna get the permanents. But still, talking about this game in general, it was a game for sure. A game of all time. It wasn't as bad as, it wasn't the day... What should I say? The Days Gone? No, the Days Gone. Days Gone was a good game. What was that game that came out recently? The day before, yeah. It wasn't the day before of gacha gaming. Like, I guarantee you that. It wasn't that bad. But still, it wasn't that great either. And you can imagine it, like, this game didn't even reach its first anniversary. So if a game that couldn't even reach its first anniversary, you can imagine how bad the game has to be, right? And how bad the player retention was. And low-key, I'm just so glad that after 9th of April, I won't have to keep this on my phone. It takes around 10 GB or so. And I don't know why this game took 10 GB. Like, you have Genshin that takes a good 30 GB, but I can understand that because it's an open world game. Star Rail takes about the same because, again, it's a semi-open world type experience. Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't get anyone. I thought I got someone there. See, I'm 53 out of 75. Oh, man. Okay, this one's gotta be it. This one's gotta be someone. Unless we're gonna hit pity. Which is honestly gonna be insane because I haven't hit pity in this game yet. Is it someone? No, we're gonna hit pity, guys. We might hit pity. But yeah. What was I talking about? This game. So yeah, you can imagine that, right? The player retention was pretty bad. And you can see that Twitter and all, and there wasn't any fan art. I mean, fan art really dictates how good a game is running because, have people actively making stuff. But still. Alright, yep. This was a limited character, by the way. I actually spent a ton of crystals to try to get her. But it is what it is. And this game is this banner is actually like the Chronicle banner, if you think about it. Except you don't have that fate point system, so you're effectively screwed on every 5-star thing. Whatever, man, I'm just so glad that this game is going to end. And yeah, some people might ask why didn't... Okay, that was a good pull. Four characters, nice. That was a good multi. See, even the multis don't feel as unique because you don't have that animation of sorts, that FGO gives. FGO multis are rough, man. I skip them every day now. Like, whenever I pull, I don't want to see the animation. Screw it. If you're giving me a 5-star, give me a 5-star. Otherwise, I'm taking my leave. So I was kind of surprised, like, when the Kaldia Boys banner happened right now, and I got all the CEs from the Kaldia Boys event, like 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and then I got Christopher Columbus, who I was missing, and then Thomas Edison as well, who I was missing. I'm like, I didn't have. So it was good because it gave me a good stock of Saint Cords, and I need Saint Cords because Morgan is coming soon. I mean, the Sea Monster Crisis event is happening, and I won't be pulling for the Trunk Sisters, but I want to save everything for Morgan because she's the last limited character from Lost Belt 6 that I'm missing. Percival is permanent, so I can probably select him from the 4-star ticket that we're gonna get this year as well, so he's okay. But apart from that, I really want Morgan. Like, look, she's evaded me too much, and it's kind of sad. It hurts. So much so that I was so mad at her, I actually shit talked about her on Twitter, and people got mad because I was insulting their waifu. It was insane. Alright, you see with 67 pulls. You see, the free pulls mean nothing. This is my exact experience with Star Rail. Like, people are like, they give a ton of pulls, they're very generous and all, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna just get that light cone. And that sucks, man, because getting a light cone on a free multi is just, that light cone is useless. Okay, do I hit pity though? So I'm at 70, 71. Okay, I didn't hit pity and it's her. Fuck. Man, I hate her. I don't like her. Why is she? Like, gacha wise, I think Arknights has the best gacha, even though it's always 50-50 there. Unless, like, they have a focused point selection right now with guarantees. Okay. Please be someone new. Ah, crap it. So yeah, you have the focus point selection in Arknights there, and then you have, what should I say? The 300 spark system for limited characters. After that, you have the 120 spark for collab banner characters, like, limited characters like Kirinyato or Ash from the R6 collab and such. But still, I find their generosity, like, for giving crystals and such, better. Like, I don't know, you get about 20-25 pulls a month or so, give or take. And that's apart from, the events and all that happen. Like 20-25 pulls just from daily stuff that you do. So after that, you're bound to, like, and the pity kicks in pretty early. Like, after 50 pulls, your rate of getting a 6-star operator increases from 2 to 4%, then 4 to 6%, and it just keeps on increasing by 2% till it reaches 100. And most of the time, you're bound to get a 6-star before soft pity even kicks in. Like, I've gotten 6 stars on my first multi on free multis, so that's actually pretty good. Titan. This game should have given us a free selection option. Like, just go wild. Select a free character. Select whatever you want. So, like, yeah, talking about Arknights, that gacha was. It's beautiful. That gacha is beautiful. Although you're, saving for limited characters, like, if you want to get a 300 spark, it's tough. You have to save for a good 5-6 months and not roll on anything. And then even after that, I mean, if you it's a what should I say? Toss of a coin. It's a coin toss because. You'll see some people getting them on their first multi, and you could be 300 pulls in and you still won't get it. So that's the problem of Arknights. But the beauty of it is that, as a new player, all 6-star operators are good, unless they're, I don't know, Mizuki. I don't like him. Sorry. But yeah. I mean, Mizuki denied me my EA altar, so, like, yeah, I'm not fond of him. But still. All 6-star operators are good. Some 5-star operators are actually better than 6-star operators. And then you have 4-star operators as well, like Shaw or Myrtle. Myrtle's actually pretty amazing. So you have absolutely good units over there. Like, you don't need to rely on having the best characters all the time. Obviously, if you have Mudrock or Surtur or characters like that, Reed, Mjolnir, Typhoon, Typhon. Sorry, not Typhon. Typhon. So it makes your game easier, obviously, but still, it just. Alright, we're at the end. So yeah, now you can see I'm gonna show you how the range system works. Now we're done our pulls. So like yeah, you get notes of them. After notes you can improve their capabilities. Since I didn't get anyone, I got tons for her. So like yeah, she's a 5-star. That's how you increase the range and all. It's okay. Like the game, it's fine, but not something really great. It was fine. The game was fine. So yep, I think that's it for now. I mean, this game is on its toes, honestly. This is nice actually, though. I actually like Pavane, so I wouldn't mind getting multiple stuff for her. I actually rolled a lot for Pavane, like trying to get her. Like before I knew that the game was gonna die. Had I known back then, but still. It's alright though. It's alright. The pain of gacha game is this, like one day you're working, one day you're playing, enjoying, and the next day they'll be like, alright, this game is over. So goodbye. It actually reminds me of a fun thing. Like there was a game that should I take a 4-star? I'll do a 4-star first. There was a game that actually announced its launch date and its end date on the same day. And that was absolutely hilarious because I'm like, why were you launching the game? Don't launch the game at all. So yeah, it was just so dumb. But yeah, people, I mean, some corporations, I don't understand them. I don't understand them at all. This turned out to be a more casual video, of me just playing the game. It's kind of like a stream, which is, I don't know if you're good with it, guys. I don't usually stream because there's a lot of noise pollution around my house, and I don't want to butcher the audio in the stream. I'm pretty sure my audio already gets butchered because sometimes my laptop fans go wild while I'm recording. Sometimes there's some dude over there, starting his motorcycle in the back, and then the mic just happens to catch it. Even though I have a mic filter over it and a cap and whatever things that you have to block out the sound and all, but still it sucks. So like yeah. But anyways, this game, for what it's worth, I think it's good enough that it's taking a rest. I hope the developers that were on this actually go on to better projects, gain some better experience, and I hope they make something that lasts for a little while longer than 8 to 9 months. But still, love the artwork. The gameplay was good enough, and the gacha was generous, but still, certain games aren't meant to be, guys. So with that, we're just gonna end this video. You saw tons of gacha pulls. This is gonna be a long video, but still, since it's a one and only video, I thought however long it is, it's just gonna be there. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. You'll never see this game again, so like yeah. But you're gonna see Arknights, FG, or Genshin style content on my channel. So like, if you wanna support, subscribe, please. Doesn't hurt. But yeah, that's it for now. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.